Hey everyone, it's Kelsey. This episode of Vlogmas is going to be my birthday reading retreat. I just checked into my hotel and I'm so excited. I didn't bring a tripod, so that's fun, but I booked a hotel for 2 nights just to have quiet reading time, work on some content, year-end stuff without distraction, but also just to kind of recharge, and I'm just so excited. This hotel is so cute. I'm gonna order room service tonight, edit a video, and maybe do a puzzle and listen to an audiobook, read a book, I don't know. I just need it so bad, and I'm so thankful that my husband let me do this. Yeah, I'll show you how cute this hotel is. Give me 1 second. It's just so cute and like modern and clean. I brought lots of snacks. Somehow I booked an accessible room, which is fine. I got my own robes. I don't know. A lot of hotels I've grown up using didn't come with robes, so that's like fancy to me. And then a cute little bathroom. It's accessible, which is cool. So yeah. I am beyond excited for this. All right, I just ordered room service and I'm a little, not annoyed. Annoyed is stupid, but I'm such a millennial that I hate making phone. I hate really any sort of forced social public interaction with people I don't know. So I tried to dial for room service and the phone wasn't working or letting me dial out. So I had to go downstairs and order at the bar, and that's really not that hard, but it just was not what I wanted to do. I was like ready to go into my jammies and stuff, but I'm gonna wait till they come and bring me my food and then I'll change. So I will go through the books that I brought on this trip. I have my Kindle, which has a ton of NetGalley books on it. So I could read a ton, mood read a lot of stuff. So this is definitely not. Okay, sorry, that got interrupted because my room service came and I had a really good, these bacon wonton wrappers, and then I had a salmon salad, which is exactly what I needed because I haven't been eating a lot of veggies. So I thought it would be kind of fun to talk about my TBR that I brought for books and then kind of my plan for this weekend. So in my child days, so like 2018, 2019, I did a 24 and 48 with that group at the time when it was live. I don't think those people do it anymore. I will link that Instagram page down below. You read 24 hours over 48 hours, and it was really fun. I got like 7 books read the weekend I did it. I want to do something like that because I just haven't been able, since having a kid, to just read uninterrupted. It's fine. Like, I love being a mom. I love my child, but that's just kind of my goal right now, is I just want to read uninterrupted. And so we will see how much I actually read this weekend for this reading retreat, but that's my plan. So right now I am reading, I'm in the middle of 3 books. So I'm reading Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score on my Kindle, and that was from Kindle Unlimited. I would like to read Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, which I also have on NetGalley. And then my book club meets Monday night. So I have Tom Lake to finish by Ann Patchett. I'm like a third in, loving it. I love Ann Patchett. And then my audiobook right now is Louise Penny, The Madness of Crowds. I'm also about a third into that. And today at a family Christmas, in our grab bag gift, I actually got a puzzle. So I might audiobook and do puzzles tomorrow. Do a puzzle tomorrow. And then I've been talking about this for a while, but I brought The Measure by Nikki Erlich. I have Kingdom of Sweets by Eric Johansson, a Nutcracker retelling. And then my Illumicrate book that I brought that I wanted to try to get read off that list was God Killer by Hannah Canner. It's such a beautiful book. And then I've got a historical romance, Evil Lay, How the Wallflower Was Won, Her Majesty's Royal Coven, Resilient by Brooke Wells, The Reading List by Sarah Nisha Adams, and then Kitchens of the Great Midwest by J. Ryan Straddle. So this is definitely not all gonna happen. However, I wanted to give myself a lot of options to mood read, because to be successful for reading this long, I need to have options. So that's what I have. That's my plan. I'm actually going to start It's 5:30 right now, so by 5:30 on Monday night, I will need to have logged 24 hours of reading. I'm gonna keep it on my phone. I don't know if it'll keep it as I'm doing videos and stuff, so we'll just see. But 24 hours, here we go. Oh wait, I should probably tell you what I'm starting with. So I'm gonna keep reading Things We Never Got Over or Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score, because I'm really sucked into it, and then I want to focus on Tom Lake tonight. So those are the two books I'm gonna read for now, and then I will just update you periodically throughout the weekend. Tomorrow I'm gonna go get like my favorite bagel, and literally I'm not planning on leaving this room that much. I do need to do some Christmas shopping, which I think I'm gonna do Monday when I check out, because I'm in like a different part of town, and just get some Christmas shopping done. But this is all I got, and I'm really excited for it. Okay, I'm an hour and a half in, and I've gotten a few chapters of Tom Lake in, and then I've read about 30% of, I forget it, Things We Left Behind, the third book in the Lucy Score Knock 'Em Out series. And that is the book I was probably the most excited for in the series, for the Lucy Score book. I love Sloane and Lucian, and I want to know like what their story is going to be. I love enemies to lovers. I love like second chance romances, and I also like when like the male main character is like a billionaire bad boy. I don't know. It's just a thing. I like it. So far I'm really liking that. I am reading Tom Lake too by Ann Patchett, and it's literary and very quiet, very character driven. And so I told myself every time I get to a flashback in Things We Left Behind, I have to read a few chapters of Tom Lake. So I just did that because I just want to read this one more slowly and not like fly through things. So I am going to keep reading. I'd like to get like 4 or 5 hours tonight, and I'm at an hour and a half, and then I'll go to bed and hopefully sleep in. So we'll see. All right, I'll check in probably before I go to bed with how far I made it tonight. Bye. Good morning. So I did not update you guys last night because I fell asleep. So I have about 2.5 hours left of Things You Left Behind, and I've made some progress on Tom Lake. I think I'm gonna have to read a couple chapters of that like between faster paced books, just so that I'm not missing anything in that book. But I have read about 4.5 hours so far. So I've got under 20 hours now to read to hit my goal. I think today, obviously I'm gonna finish Things We Left Behind. Then I think I'm gonna kind of go and do like a flight pick, or not a flight pick. I'm gonna do like try a chapter and decide what book I wanna read next that's gonna hold my interest. I'm gonna go get bagels this morning from my like favorite bagel place, and then I'll probably do like a late breakfast lunch, and then, so brunch. And then I will get sushi tonight. So those are my like going out in public plans. I slept like crap last night. I always do like the first night in a hotel, and then the second night's usually better. But I did get a sleep until like 7:30, which is unheard of because, you know, having kids. My husband confirmed my child didn't wake up till 5:30, which is sleeping in for him, so that's good. But yeah, I'm just really excited for this morning. This hotel is really cute, this area, and I'm like staying, so I live in a suburb of a big city, and so I'm staying in our city. I'm in a different suburb, and I wanted to stay here because there are a lot of food options and like coffee shops and stuff. And this one is just really cute. It used to be like this, there were like 3 hotels here, and they weren't very nice, and they've totally renovated. This is a this is a Hilton Tapestry Collection hotel, and they've decorated it up in like Iowa farmhouse, but it's like modern and cute. I'll have to take a video of the lobby. And yeah, it's just a really cute hotel. So the one next to it is owned by like the same people, but it had kids and like a pool, and they do events and stuff, and I'm like, well, I want like a quiet area. So yeah, I'm just kind of, this is exactly what I needed. Ooh, so like snacks are important. These were my breakfast today. Butter waffle cookies from Trader Joe's. They are so good. I really like Stroop waffles, but I just kind of wanted something more like simple for my stomach. And then I made Chex Mix. I have popcorn, I have wine, I have sparkling water. So I'm up for an exciting day. All right, bye everybody. All right, so it is about 3:30. I've read for like 10.5 hours so far in this whole journey, which Seems like it should be a little bit more, but I did sleep in. So I finished 2 books so far, and I'm halfway through another one. Okay, so I finished 3 books. I'm halfway through, or I finished 2 books. I'm halfway through Resilient by Brooke Wells. This is just a fast, like, memoir-ish read about CrossFit. I really like it. I love Brooke Wells, so it's fun to read. It's just about her coming back from her elbow dislocating during the CrossFit Games. CrossFit is like, if you aren't familiar with it, they have the CrossFit Games every year, and it's kind of like the Olympics of CrossFit. CrossFit, I know, comes with like a negative rap. Until you're in it, you don't really understand. I was like very skeptical of CrossFit, and now I'm obsessed with it and love it. It's just like truly such an athletic and like functional sport. And like, I will never be a CrossFit athlete, but like, I love it because it forces me out of so much of my comfort zone. I do crazy lifts, like pull-ups, things like that, that just, if you would have told me those were things I would work for back in the day, I would have said no. Like, I'm a dance, golfing type person. It's just done so much for my mental health. And so reading this like truly like strongest, fittest person in the world's experience coming back from an injury and like what she's doing, it's really inspiring. So halfway through that, and then I finished Things We Left Behind by Lucy Score, and I loved it. I gave it 4 stars. It's my favorite one in the series by far. It just has like all the tropes that I really like, and I loved how it unwound and like how the characters came together. And then I finished Tom Lake by Ann Patchett, and I think, because it is like December 17th right now, I can say without a doubt 2 books by Ann Patchett will be in my top 10 of the year. She's a very literary author, very character driven, quiet novels. This story is just a look at love. It's a COVID novel, and this mom is with her daughters who've come home because of the pandemic, and they live on a cherry farm. Their mom used to be a famous actress, and she spent a summer in Michigan at this acting, not school, but this theater. She met this famous actor named Duke, and they like had a fling. And so she's telling her daughters about this, and like she marries somebody else down the road. That's how their daughters come to be. And just like the storyline of like children learning about their parents is really interesting, because we all like hold our parents at us like, you know, up high, but then you reach a point where you realize that your parents are humans too, and like they make mistakes and all of that. So it's just a really great look at that, but also like a look at like first love and all of that. Has a stunning cover. This is for a book club that I have to have read by tomorrow night, so I'm really glad I finished that. I'm going to finish Resilient before dinner. That's my goal. And then after dinner, I think I'm going to really dive into The Measure, and I'd like to finish that tonight. And that would be 4 books. And then I will hopefully read 1 more book tomorrow. So that's the plan. I have to check out here by noon tomorrow. So who knows? I do need to do some Christmas shopping. And if I am really on top of it, I would just go to the noon CrossFit class at home. So that's probably what I'll do. But yeah, I will check in later. All right. I finished Brooke Wells' book, Resilient, and really liked it. It's about a 3-star. It's definitely ghostwritten, and it's short, fast. I think even if you're not a CrossFitter, I think you would understand it. This is definitely like written for CrossFitters, so I'm not sure how it will do like mass market for everybody, but it was really enjoyable. I think if you're an athlete in general, you would find it interesting, just her mindset and how she got over like a very scary injury. Something that I really don't like, and this isn't Brooke's fault, this is her publisher's fault. I do not like the untold story of CrossFit's greatest comeback. I don't like this like untold story thing, because it's like overdone. It annoys me for some reason. It's like it's a secret. I don't know. Like a title device, I'm not a fan of. So I wish it wasn't that. Like, I just like Resilient or like CrossFit's greatest comeback. I don't know. It didn't need the untold story, which really doesn't matter as far as like the like content of the book. It was fun hearing about other people in CrossFit. Tia Claire Toomey is like the all-time winningest CrossFit Games female athlete, and she trains with Brooke Wells. So it was fun seeing Tia, I love her, in here, and just like some of Brooke's interactions with like other people within CrossFit, and like the brand Noble, which I don't have anything from, and now I want like all of their stuff, and that's just a CrossFit brand for like lifting shoes and clothes and stuff. So it was good. I think I'm gonna start The Measure, and then I went to pick up dinner and I listened to The Madness of Crowds by Louise Penny on the way there and back. I'm about 40% in that book. And then I'll probably only read The Measure tonight and then go to bed, but tomorrow, these are the 2 books I would like to get to. And I think these are the 2 books that like I will read even if I don't finish them right now, I will read these by the end of the month. So there's those two. I do have A Tree Grows in Brooklyn, which is another book I promised myself I would read this month. So those are probably the 3 books I want to finish before the end of the year. I'm at about 12 hours of reading right now. Like I'm on task kind of for finishing by 5:30 tomorrow night. So we'll just see. I'll read probably 4 or 5 more hours tonight, go to bed, get up in the morning, read a couple more hours, and then get out of here and just do some Christmas shopping. So that's what I got planned right now. Bye. Good morning. So I switched over, I can't remember if I talked about this or not. I switched over from the measure to Louise Penny's The Madness of Crowds because when I went to dinner last night, I was listening to this on audio and the murder happens. And so now I'm just like really hooked in it and I just want to finish it. So this isn't my favorite by far in the series, and I hadn't heard a lot of good things about this one. I would say this one is just boring, like in a way that I don't typically get out of Louise Penny books. Like it has its moments, but then it lulls for a while and it's just kept kind of lulling. So this won't be my favorite in the series, but I've heard the most recent one, the one that's right after this, which I think is book 18, is really good. So I would like to catch up on this series next year, just be caught up for the new release, which comes out next year too. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish this morning and then I'm gonna pack up and get out of here, I think. Go do some Christmas shopping, go work out, go home, maybe read a little bit more, because I think I'm at like 18 hours of reading right now. I don't think I'll hit 24 hours by my goal of 5:30 tonight, just because of the things I need to do today. Like I need to pick up my son and I need to give a gift to his daycare provider and all this stuff. So I think I'll finish this. I am reading A Christmas Romance. It's like a palate cleanser. It's called Wrapped Up with a Bow by Lily Vale. I talked about it, I think, earlier. So, or if I didn't talk about it, I talked about it in a different video. But I'm reading that right now. 2 is just like a palate cleanser. I read a little bit before bed. I could maybe finish that today because I think I only have like 3 hours left in that. So we'll just kind of see, because I need to be at the mall by 10 today and it's 8:15 right now. If I have time after finishing this, maybe I'll read that. I don't know. Good. I literally have done nothing but read and lay around, which I kind of feel lazy, but whatever. I needed it for mental health and just to be the best mom I can be. I need to be very introverted to fill up my cup, and just it's nice to not have to feel like I have responsibilities and that I can like just do things for me for a little bit. I think I've talked about this in previous videos, but my husband and I struggled with infertility for years, and like we still do. Like I can't really I can't get pregnant. And so we were dual income, no kids for so long, dinks, which I just learned about, that I really treasured my me time. And so that's probably been like the hardest part about becoming a parent, is that like lack of me time. And so this has just been really good for me, just to fill up my cup so that I can be the best mom and wife to my son and my husband. So anyways, this has just been great. So I will probably record again once I have an update, but I think it's been great. I've read 4 books so far, so yeah. Okay, I'm home. It is Tuesday, and I ended up reading 4 books during that retreat. I read Things You Leave Behind. I don't know why that series is so hard for me to remember. I read Resilient by Brooke Wells. I read Tom Lake by Ann Patchett, and I finished The Madness of Crowds by Louise Penny. I also got a significant chunk in on Wrapped Up with a Bow by Lily Vale, and I did start The Measure. I ended up putting that down to read The Madness of Crowds, and just because that was like where my mind was at, not because I didn't like The Measure, and I'm actually going to read The Measure today. I just needed a different thing because I'd gotten hooked on The Madness of Crowds when I was picking up dinner. So all in all, an excellent reading retreat. I'm so glad I did that for myself. I think it'll be something I do every year now. This is day 3 of Bookmas. So tomorrow I will see you right back here with additional content. And I hope you've had the loveliest day. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching this video. And until the next video, bye.